bits. And there was Don Quixote, flourishing like a drum major, thinking he had done the cleverest thing ever known, whereas he ought to be court-martialed for it. Of all the fools ever let loose in a field of battle, that man was the very maddest. He and his regiment simply committed suicide. Only the pistol misfired, that's all.
Indeed. But you know him again if you saw him.
Shall I ever forget him?
This is a photograph of the gentleman, the patron and the hero, to whom I am engaged.
I'm really very sorry. Was it fair to leave me on? Yes, that's Don Quixote, not a doubt of it.
Why do you laugh?
I didn't laugh, I assure you. At least I didn't mean to, but when I think of him charging the winds and imagining he was doing the finest thing.
Give me back the portrait, son.
Of course. I'm really very sorry. Perhaps I'm quite wrong, you know. No doubt I am. Most likely he got wind of the cartridge business somehow and knew it was a safe job.
That is to say, he was a coward and a pretender. You did not dare say it before.
It's no use, dear lady. I can't make you see it from the professional point of view.
So much the better for you.
How?
You are my enemy, and you are at my mercy. Now, what would I do if I were a professional soldier?
Oh, true, dear lady. You're always right. I know how good you've been to me to my last hour. I shall remember those 3 chocolate creams. It was unsoldierly, but it was angelic.
Thank you. But now, I will do a soldierly thing. After what you have just said about my future husband, you cannot stay here. But I will go onto the balcony and see if it is safe for you to hide down in the street.
Don't what if I stop? Wait! I can't, I daren't. The very thought of it makes me giddy. I came of it fast enough with the dead behind me. But to face it now in cold blood, it's no use. I give up. I'm beaten. Give the alarm.
Oh, come, don't be disheartened. You are a very poor soldier, a typical soldier. It takes less courage to climb down than to face capture, remember that?
No. Capture only means death. And death is sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Undisturbed sleep. I haven't had 2 hours undisturbed sleep since I joined. I haven't closed my eyes for 48 hours.
Are you asleep in that? But what am I to do with you?
Of course I must do something. You see, sleep or no sleep, hunger or no hunger, tired or not tired, you can always do a thing when you know it must be done. Well, that part must be got down. Do you hear that, you chocolate cream soldier?
But what if you fall?
I shall sleep as if the stone were a feather bed. Goodbye.
They'll kill you! You want me to save you, don't you? Oh, how can you be so indifferent?
I really don't want you to trouble, son. I'm not indifferent, the young lady, I assure you, but how is it to be done?
Come away from the window, please. Please! Now listen, you must trust to our hospitality. You do not yet know in whose house you are. I am a Petkoff.
I bet what?
I mean to say that I belong to the richest and the best-known family in the country.
Of course. I'm really very sorry. I beg your pardon. The Petkoff, to be sure.
You
How
know-
stupid of me.
You know you've never heard of them until this moment. How can you stoop to pretend?
Forgive me. I'm too tired to think, and the change of subject was too much for me. Don't scold me.
Oh, I forgot. It might make you cry. I must tell you that my father holds the highest command of any Bulgarian in our army.
luxury indeed, gracious young lady.
Do you know what a library is?
A library? Oh, a room full of books?
Yes, we have one, the only one in Bulgaria.
Actually, a real library. I should like to see that.
I tell you these things to show you that you're not in the house of some ignorant counter-pole who would kill you the moment they saw your Serbian uniform. But among civilized people, we go to Bucharest every season for opera, and I have spent a whole month in Vienna.
I saw that, dear young lady. I saw at once that you knew the world.
Have you seen the opera of Ergün?
Is that the one with the devil in it in red velvet and a soldier's chorus?
No.
And I don't know it.
I thought you might have remembered the great scene where Ergün, flying from his post just as you are tonight, takes refuge in the castle of his bitchiest enemy. The old Castilian noble refuses to give him up. His guest is sacred to him.
Have your people got that notion?
My mother and I can understand that notion, as you call it. And if instead of threatening me with your pistol, as you did tonight, you had simply thrown yourself as a fugitive on our hospitality, you would have been as safe as in your father's house.
Quite sure?
Oh, it's useless to try to make me understand!
Don't be angry. You see how awkward it would be for me if there was any mistake. My father is a very hospitable man. He keeps 6 hotels. But I couldn't trust him as far as that. What about your father?
He's away at Slivnitsa, fighting for his country. I answer for your safety. He is my hand in the pleasure, but that's where she is.
Better not touch my hand, dear lady. I must have a wash first.
Oh, this is very kind of you. I see that you're a gentleman.
Eh?
You must not think I'm surprised. Bulgarians of really good standing, people in our position, wash their hands nearly every day. So, you can see that I would appreciate your delivery. You make it my friend.
Thanks, gracious lady. I feel safe at last. Now, would you mind breaking the news to your mother? I better not stay here secretly longer than is necessary.
If you will be so good as to keep perfectly still whilst I'm away.
Certainly.
You're not falling asleep, are you? Wake up! You're falling asleep!
Falling asleep? No, not the least in the world. I was only thinking. It's all right. I'm wide awake.
Will you please stand up whilst I'm away? All the time. Mind.
Certainly. You may depend on me. Sleep. Where am I? That's what I want to know. Where am I? Must keep awake. Nothing keeps me awake except danger. Remember that? Danger. Where's danger? Must find it. What am I looking for? Sleep? Danger? Don't know. Ah, yes, now I know. All right now. I'm to go to bed. But not to sleep. Be sure not to sleep because of danger. Not to lie down either. Only to sit down.
He's gone. I left him here.
Here, then he must have climbed down from the roof.
Oh.
Well, he's fast asleep. The brute. Sir! Sir!
Mother?
Sir! Sir!
Don't, Mama. The poor darling is falling out.
time, Louka. Mind your manners. I know the mistress. She's so grand that she never dreams any servant could dare to be disrespectful to her. But if she once suspects that you are defying her, out you go.
I do defy her. I will defy her. What do I care for her?
If you quarrel with the family, I never can marry you. It's the same as if you quarrel with me.
You take her part against me, do you?
I shall always be dependent on the goodwill of the family. When I leave their service and start a shop in Sofia, their custom would be half my capital. Their butler would ruin me.
You have no spirit. I should like to catch them saying a word against me.
I should have expected more sense from you, Louka. But here I am. Here I am.
Yes, and you like me the better for it, don't you? But I know some family secrets that they wouldn't care to have told. Young as I am. Let them quarrel with me if they dare.
Do you know what they would do if they heard you talk like that?
What could they do?
Discharge you for untruthfulness. Who would believe any stories you told after that? Who would give you another situation? Who in his house would dare be seen speaking to you ever again? How long could your father be left on his little farm? Child, you don't know the power such high people have over the like of you and me when we try to rise out of our poverty against them. Look at me, look at me. 10 years in their service. Do you think I know no secrets? I know things about the mistress that she wouldn't have the master know for 1,000 liras. I know things about him that she wouldn't let him hear for the last of 6 months if I left them to her. And I know things about Raina that would break off her match with Sergius if...
How do you know? I never told you.
So that's your little secret, isn't it? I thought it might be something like that. Well, now you take my advice, be respectful, and make the mistress feel that no matter what you know or don't know, she can depend on you to hold your tongue and serve the family faithfully. That's what they like, and that's how you'll make most out of them.
You have the soul of a servant, Nicola.
Yes, that's the secret of success in service.
Oh, there!
Master, back from the war.
My word for it, Louka, the war's over. I'll beat you and get some fresh coffee.
You'll never put the soul of a servant into me.
Hey, breakfast all due, eh?
Yes, sir. The mistress and Mr. Raina just coming.
Well, go in and say I'll come. Get me some fresh coffee.
It's coming, sir. Have you told the mistress?
Yes, she's coming.
The servants haven't run away with you, have they?
No, sir.
That's right. Have you brought me some milk?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
My dear Paul, what a surprise for us! Mwah. Have they brought you fresh coffee?
Yes. Luke has been looking after me. The war's over. The treaty was signed 3 days ago at Bucharest, and the decree for our army to demobilize was issued yesterday.
Paul, have you let those Austrians force you to make peace?
My dear, they did not consult me. What could I do? Besides, we saw to it that the treaty was an honorable one. It declares peace,
Peace?
but not friendly relations. Remember that. They wanted to put that in, but I insisted on it being struck out. What more could I do?
You could have annexed Serbia and made Prince Alexander Emperor of the Balkans. That's what I would have done.
I don't doubt it in the least, my dear, but I would have to subdue the whole Austrian Empire first, and that would have kept me too long away from you. And I missed you greatly.
Oh,
And how have you been, my dear?
my usual sore throats, that's all.
That comes from watching your neck every day. I've often told you so.
Nonsense, Paul.
Well, I don't believe in going too far with these modern customs. All this washing can't be good for them. It's not natural. There was an Englishman at Philoppolis who used to wet himself with cold water every morning when he got up. Disgusting. It all comes from the English. Their climate is so dirty that they want to be perpetually washing themselves. Look at my father. He never had a bath in his life, and he lived to be 98. Healthiest man in Bulgaria. Now, I don't mind a good wash once a week to keep up my position, but once a day is getting things to a ridiculous extreme.
You're a barbarian at heart, Petkoff. I hope you behaved yourself before all those Russian officers.
I did my best. I took care to let them know that we have a library.
But you didn't tell them that we have an electric bell in it. I have had one pizza.
What's an electric bell?
You touch a button, and something tinkles in the kitchen, and then Nicola comes up.
Why not shout for it?
Civilized people never shout for their servants, Paul. I've learned it while you were away.
Yeah? Well, I'll tell you something I learned too.